Hi! Welcome to Dexiduous the Invincible. How to spawn him, how to kill him solo. And in a group if you want, I guess. You need to be in Hunter's Grotto, and you're going to need to have a load of Eridium. You're going to need to find 4 Eridium stoves, I guess they are, or totems, to put Eridium into, and sort of 25-ish in each. The first one is round to the back. See, I've got 99 Eridium there. I'm going to head down and get a... Sorry, I'm just killing a two-legged drifter. I'm going to head down and get a boat. You probably don't need to do it there, to be honest. You can just head straight to the gate, but you head around to the gate here, pull the lever and head through and drop the boat off. Take this lift up, you know the way, up here, past the truck, and around here. You need to go past the Borderlands and down this way past a little village, and when you get here you'll meet Bulstros, if you've already dealt with him. This is where the quest was, and he quite often drops a tasty weapon, so Hammerlock's Rex. It's a pistol that does quite a lot of damage. Red text, basically it's a big gun. Anyway, put your Eridium in there, just click use, and some Eridium will go in. There are 4 of these in total. The next one is just here, so what you can do is dive over the cliff. You'll see in a second. Just run down here, and there it is, there. So we're just going to run towards that and put the Eridium in there. That's like another 25, 21 there. So now we're down to 51 Eridium. Then run to the boat spawning station. The next one we're going to pick up is all the way over here by the sort of naked lady sign. You'll see it when you get there, pass through the cliff pass. But if you run to the boat spawn point here, and don't spawn a boat, just teleport to your existing one, and you'll save yourself a bit of time. Then head this way and round here, up through the cliff pass. You know the way, try not to get stuck on all the steps. I seem to always get stuck. Watch out for Borderlands. Carry on down through here, you might have a little fight with the witch doctors and the savages and the stuff, but head up here into this sort of neon coated area, and by that windmill you will find the 3rd totem. There's a couple of chests there to pick up as well. So loot those, and then the last one is by Arizona, all the way down here. If you've done the Egg on My Face quest, Arizona's great. She drops a custom weapon too, and she drops it this time, which is kind of lucky for me. I've been really lucky with drops on this, super lucky. Anyway, carry on around here. Going around the coast is probably the easiest way, just because you avoid the village. And then head down here. Now it's worth noting that you shouldn't save and quit at any point. If you save and quit, you'll lose all your Eridium and you won't be able to spawn Dexiduous, so you need to walk all this. Anyway, kill Arizona, aim for her weak spot. She will drop, here we go, a pretty tasty sniper rifle. The elephant gun. There it is there, damage 46,000, 150% extra weapon damage, so that is going to kick some bottom. I'm going to check that out later. But there, right behind where she spawns, is the 4th totem, so drop that in and I've got 5 Eridium from the 99 left. The warrior, Henry, bunker, they're pretty good places to farm Eridium. I also got an E-Tech weapon out of that chest, an E-Tech assault rifle, so this was a really tasty run. Anyway, take the lift back up and you want to head back to this middle area. I won't show this, you know the way. Be prepared for a fight through this village, but once you make it out of the cliff pass here, jump back in your boat and head to the middle. The marker was a little bit off, but there's another totem pole here with a couple of chests either side. You can't really miss it. It's sort of out in the middle of nowhere, and there's a lever there that you can pull. Now I'm not going to pull that yet. I'm going to head off to the grotto there, the hunting lodge, to refill on ammo. You might consider doing the same. Ammo is going to be useful here. Anyway, when you're ready, you might want to clear out the kind of savages and witch doctors who are lying around. There are some there at the back by the gate that we went up past at the beginning. You might want to create another boat and then head around here, and this little area here where there's a sort of claptrap chest, there's a witch doctor and a few savages, so you might want to kill them too, just in case they get drawn into the fight. But when you're ready, head over and pull this switch. Now in the first round you'll get 1 witch doctor and a handful of savages and triggermen. The savages start off at level 50, as do the triggermen, and the witch doctors will level them up. You may have noticed this previously. First of all, they'll start at 50 as savage warriors. They'll go up to 51, you'll see in a second. I'll turn around and they'll just be getting buffed there. They're now skilled warriors. The next level they go to is 52, a bloodthirsty hunter. And then 53 is a, there we go, animal warrior, and they'll come leaping towards you like a skag. You can see they're the dudes on all 4s, and then they'll stand up and try and eat your face. Then finally they'll turn into demon warriors, and they'll get little demon horns on there, and they take a proper beating. The triggermen go to savage triggermen, Then to skilled Triggerman, there's probably something in between, but I didn't see it. The next thing I saw was a level 55 Demon Triggerman, and he took some beating up, I can tell you. Did not go well. The third wave, you will get super badass Witch Doctors and a bunch of badass Savages. The Witch Doctors will do the little whirlwindy thing. They'll also chuck all sorts of stuff. They'll chuck slag and fire and electricity. The Savages will get upgraded to Super Badass and then Ultimate Badass. And eventually, if you're lucky, occasionally they'll turn into Om Nom Nock, who drops the Twister. And I haven't managed to spawn him yet, but I'm going to keep trying on that. The Super Badass Witch Doctors are relatively easy to take down, but if you do want to spawn Om Nom Nock, let them try and buff the warriors as many times as possible. But you'll basically get 3 waves. Blast the first 2 waves as quickly as possible, deal with the 3rd wave. And then Dexiduous will appear. See these little white orbs on him here? They're the only thing you can hit that take damage. You can see I take one out there and he loses a chunk of health. He's got a poison attack, you can see it coming in here, and it hits me, and it basically almost one-hit kills you. It'll take you down, it doesn't matter which shield I have or whatever, it'll always take me down to about 500 health. The other thing, so you might want to find an alkali shield if you can, that will protect you from the poison. The other thing he does, you'll see these sort of fire blasts he's chucking out. They're the other kind of attack he does. So what I ended up doing was getting in the boat and just strafing him. It's not the best plan. The boat's painfully inaccurate, so you're going to be there a while. If you've got 2 people, that's probably the best way to do it. Have one guy long distance sniping and the other guy just kind of running around his feet, keeping him tagged. He'll also, if you get a corrosive spore spawning, he'll fight that, and because he mostly chucks corrosive weapons, he'll have a really hard time killing it, so you can just kind of spawn around him. But here's the way I dealt with him. Spawn a boat and then just ride up to him and just strafe a lot. You can strafe really easily using the... And this is a full run. You can see his health going down relatively quickly, but I'm running it at 4 or 8 times speed. Just strafe, take out the blisters or the spots or, I don't know, the critical points on him. Sometimes they'll hit, sometimes they won't. Sometimes he'll blow the boat up, so just run and spawn another one, no big deal. You shouldn't be dead, and if you just run, there's usually a place close by. It's often good to strafe near a boat spawn point. I jumped out after a bit once he started attacking some natives and tried to shoot him with the gun, but that didn't work so well. The problem is he jumps up and down. You'll see here, I've slowed this bit right down. I jump out here and try and shoot him with my sniper rifle. It's a Ludya, a Gromsky Ludya, I think. But you see he kind of squirts up and down and wriggles left and right, but those are the spots you want to aim for. And I'm a rubbish shot, so I apologise. I know you're all going to tell me I'm an awful, awful shot. But he chucks a poison thing over that I don't see coming. I'm kind of quite happily just shooting away at him. And he almost kills me and takes the boat out again, so I just, in the end, decided to run back and grab the boat and stay in it, because the boat basically gives you an extra life. But just continue to strafe him from the boat. And eventually, there I got one of the big blisters on his back, does a lot of damage. You'll have seen he lost a chunk there. The ones on the front and the ones on the back do the most damage. But eventually he goes down and you'll see him explode in a delicious shower of loot. Here it comes. And his death's kind of anticlimactic. I think I splurt the thing on his back. There we go. And you'll see all the loot showering down there. Then I dealt with that corrosive spore that he was fighting. And again, the corrosive spores are great. He drops a load of Eridium, which is good. It's going to make your next run better. I had about 30 or 40 Eridium by the time I finished this. He drops a bunch of purples. And I went and spawned him again after doing the warrior a couple of times to make up the lost Eridium. And I just did that on regular mode, not true Vault Hunter, because he's quicker to kill and drops the same Eridium. But he will eventually drop. Yeah, my second time I got. I'll show it in a second. Sorry, I thought I cut all this, but just to give you an idea of the loot that he's dropping. It's nothing particularly amazing. Bits and pieces. Yeah. I don't know. I'm more intrigued about Om Nom Nock, to be honest. He's the one who's exciting to me. Matriarch class mod. Oh, the Angelic. Oh yeah, I picked that up too. The ultimate badass guys will drop quite a lot of Eridium too, so they're worth evolving to ultimate badasses if you can handle it. Anyway, the heavy chopper is what he will drop. I'm not sure if it comes elemental, it probably does. But here, it puts the entire clip, or it puts your entire magazine, all your ammo into one magazine. And I started shooting and then let go of all the buttons and it just kept shooting. So as soon as you hit trigger, you're kind of committed. And it will just burn through all your ammo in no time flat, but it chucks out a bunch at the same time. But yeah, he's kind of easy to kill solo. Let me know how you deal with him. Let me know what loot you get. I will see you in the next video. Hopefully, om nom nom. So bye.